All right, 4G notes on factoring trinomials should be kind of a review for you guys here. I just want to sort of put my own little spin on it to sort of try to make it a little bit simpler for you guys. So if we have a trinomial x squared plus bx plus c, and we're trying to factor it, we want to factor it into two binomials that kind of look like this: x plus m times x plus n. And so what we really need to find is we need to find these two numbers m and n. Okay. Now going back to our original equation here, m and n are two numbers that multiply to c and add to b, and they got to be the same two numbers. Okay. Easiest way to do it, in my opinion, is guessing and checking all factors of c to see which pair adds to b. So if we're looking at this first one right here, okay, so b is on this first one, b is -9, and then c is 20. So what I want to do is I want to make a table of values that multiply to 20. Okay. So table of values are multiplied to 20. So we can go 1, 20, -1, -20, 2, 10, -2, -10, 4, 5, -4, -5. Okay. Now I just want to guess and check, add them up, and see which ones add to -9. Okay. Well, 1 plus 20 is 21. So that's out. -1 plus -20 is -21. So that's out. 2 plus 10 is 12. That's out. -2 plus -10 is -12. Out. 4 plus 5 is 9. Well, we're close, but we need -9. So that's out. -4 plus -5 is -9. Okay. So our two numbers m and n are going to be -4 and -5. So how we factor this out is we'll just do our two parentheses here. Right. And our two numbers are going to be -4 and -5. All right. If we're going to do this, there's really no other way to do it. I mean, there's some calculators online that we may be able to sort of to knock this thing out, but other than that, we really it's really kind of all we have. Okay. If there are no factors of c that also add to b, then the trinomial can't be factored. So looking at this third one here, probably won't be able to do it, but we can look at the second one real quick here just to make sure we're good. Most of us probably already know this, but good review and trying to make it nice and simple and clean for you guys in case you were maybe confused about this stuff in the past. This is good video to sort of help us clean that up. Okay. So here, if we're looking at the second one, our b is 2, our c is -63. All right, so let's make a table of values to find numbers that multiply to -63. Okay, we have 1 and -63, -1 and 63, 3 and -21, -3 and +21, and then we have 7 and -9, -7, +9. Okay, well, we add these up. 1 plus -63 is -62. Well, that's out. -1 plus 63 is 62. Out. 3 plus -21 is -18. Out. -3 plus 21 is 18. Out. 7 plus -9 is -2. Close, but we need +2. Okay? So -7 and 9 equal 2. So -7 and 9 are going to be our two numbers. Okay? So here we have R. So that's going to factor into R minus 7 times R plus 9. Right. Pretty simple stuff. So you can guys can go try these trinomials there. There's 12 problems down there. Should be pretty quick. Um, we can go over the answers if we need to, and I can help you out um, if you need to as well as you're working on that. Now coming out here, if a is not equal to 1, okay, where we have ax squared plus bx plus c, um, similar process. There's a couple of different ways to do it. I'm going to teach you guys sort of the easiest way, in my opinion, to do it. Um, First thing that we're going to do is we got to multiply a and c. So we're going to multiply a and c, and we're just going to call it ac. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a list of factors of ac that add to b. Okay. Then we're going to use those factors to split our bx, and we'll factor the rest by grouping the first two terms. We'll factor them out, and then factor out the last two terms. And the parentheses should be the same. That's the specific instructions. Let me sort of apply these instructions here on this example problem down here. Again, there's a note. Pause the video if you need to. But this is going to kind of go along with the way we did it earlier, just to sort of eliminate confusion if we can. Okay. So first thing, looking at this equation here, a is 5, b is negative 17, c is equal to 6. Okay. So first we have to find ac. We got to multiply a and c. So ac is 30. So now we're going to make a table of values that multiply to 30. Okay. Table of factors that multiply to 30. Okay. So we have 1, 30, negative 1, negative 30, 2, 15, negative 2, negative 15, 3, 10, negative 3, negative 10, 5, 6, negative 5, negative 6. Because those are all the factor terms that multiply to 30. Okay. What we need to do now is we need to add them and see which ones add to negative 17, just like we did before. Okay, just like we did before. That's why I'm doing it this way, because it's very mirror image to sort of how we did up top when a was just equal to 1. Okay. So 1 plus 30 is 31. Out. Negative 1 plus negative 30 is negative 31. Out. 2 plus 15 is 17. Out. Negative 2 plus negative 15 is negative 17. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Okay. So negative 2 and negative 15 give us negative 17. Okay. And that's what we need, because b is equal to negative 17. Now, we can't just fill the parentheses in like we did before. Okay. So going back to our instructions here, we're going to use those factors to split up bx. Okay. That's where it's a little bit new. We're going to use these factors to split the bx. So what does that mean? Let me erase this here so I give myself a little bit of room. So we have our equation 5x squared minus 17x plus 6. Now bx is negative 17x, so we're going to split it. Okay. And we're going to split it into these two terms, negative 2x and negative 15x. Okay. Doesn't matter which way we do it, we should end up with the same answer. So we have our 5x squared minus 2x minus 15x plus 6. So all we did is we took the negative 17x and we split it into negative 2x and negative 15x. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to factor this piece. We're going to factor this piece. When we factor this first part here, 5x squared minus 2x, The only thing that factors into these things is x. Okay, x goes into 5x squared, x goes into negative 2x. Right, so what we're left with, we factor out the x's, we have 5x minus 2. Okay? Now we have negative 15x plus 6. I'm going to rewrite the plus 6 as minus negative 6. And you'll see why. All right. So now we have negative 15x plus 6. Now, are there any numbers here that multiply into 15 and 6? Any numbers there that multiply into 15 and 6? Actually, I'm going to leave this as a plus. All right, if there's any numbers that multiply into 15 and 6, well, we should know that it's 3. All right, and we have a minus sign here, so it's actually going to be minus 3. Now, when we pull the 3 out here, what we should be left with in this parenthesis here is 5x minus 2. Okay, because if we divide 15x by 3, we get 5x. And we divide the 6 by 3, which has a minus in front of it. Okay, so 6 divided by negative 3 becomes negative 2. Okay, and that sort of goes with our last thing, that when we factor these out, the parentheses should be the same. So what we have here now is we have x times 5x minus 2 minus 3 times 5x minus 2. Okay, so this is going to condense down. One of our parentheses is going to be 5x minus 2. The other parentheses is going to be what's left over here. We have x minus 3. And there you have it. Okay. Some of these, again, are not going to be factorable. We'll look at it more when we get to Unit 5, when we talk about quadratics and things of that nature. But if it is factorable, and we do have actual rational numbers as factors here, we could do it this way, and we could end up with a nice, clean factorization right here of two monomials, or two binomials, excuse me. Okay. So here we can go on and factor these bad boys here. If it can't be factored, say so. Again, go back and rewatch the video. Follow the instructions here for this piece. And if you have any questions as you're going through this work, please let me know.